everybody, it's your favorite girl back with another video. Hi. Okay, I like my hair, this ponytail. Yes, girl, this is my post b-day hair. Okay, so hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. Today I wanted to get on here and give you guys, a flashback Friday story time. With Easter and everything coming up, I remember this something that happened to me when I was in about the 8th or 9th grade. There was this girl I was friends with at the time. We'll just call her we're just gonna call her Amy. Okay, so I don't know nobody named Amy. So there was this girl I was friends with. Her name is Amy, and her family went to this church, and they went to, like, okay, so Amy she's a white girl, and so of course they went to a church that was predominantly white. And so me, like, at the time, I've never been to a predominantly white church before. All the churches I've ever been to when I was younger and growing up, I went to the churches that was predominantly black. So, we had, the gospel music, the tambourines, the loud shouting and the stomping and the, all the stuff that traditionally goes on in a predominantly black church. So it was kind of a culture shock to me when I went to a predominantly white church, because it was like, they were more like chill, I guess, in a way. And they were like doing like, they were like playing the guitar. They were singing more like acoustic style worship songs than it was like, what I was used to, like the upbeat type songs. And so there was this youth group that her mom had invited me to. And yeah, notice I said her mom invited me, not her. But anyway, that's besides the point. So her mom invited me to this youth group. And I noticed there was a couple girls from our school that also was in the, in the youth group. And so, sorry y'all, my face is all itchy for some reason. And so then, we said hi, hello, whatever. And I remember I had sat down, and I was one out of 2 black girls. So there was another black girl there too. And at the time, I wore my glasses, and she was wearing glasses too. And I'll tell you why this is relevant. So me and this girl, like, we're only 2 black girls in this youth group. So the youth leader, I don't remember what her name was, but she was a white girl. And I can't remember her face. I couldn't remember her face for the life of me. And I just know that she was white. And I remember she handed me like this little, this card, to write down my information so I can get, their like, mail that they were sending out to other church members or whatever. Like, I wasn't a part of their church. I just only accompanied my friend because her mom asked me to go, basically. And so, and at the time I wanted to go because, that was my friend, or so I thought, but, that's a story time for another day. And basically, after I wrote down my information and I handed it back to the youth leader, we'll just call her Rachel. So Rachel, the youth leader, she goes, oh my God, is this your first time coming here? Oh wow, this is so great, blah, blah, whatever. And then she looks over to the other black girl. We'll call her Tiffany. So she looks over at the other black girl and she goes, Tiffany, you didn't tell me that you had a sister. So of course, you know, we just kind of look at each other and we're just like, okay, so obviously we know the reason why she said that was because we were the only two black girls in this youth group. And I'm looking at her and I'm just like, you know, we both looking at each other like, you know, we giving each other that look like she done tried it. Y'all tried it in the church. You tried it. Because, girl, you know damn well we didn't look like near one of each other. Okay, we didn't look like nothing. We didn't look nothing alike, okay? The only thing we had in common is that we was black and we wore glasses. That was it. The similarities ended there. So when she said that, you know, Tiffany looked at me and I looked at her and Tiffany was like, that's not my sister. Like, we're not related. And she was like, Rachel goes, really? Like, you guys look so much alike. Like, oh my God. Like, I mean, are you sure you guys aren't related? You know, I wanted to snatch her by her blonde hair because, like, really, that's, to me, and I noticed that with a lot of white people, they'll sit up there and say black people look alike just because we're black, and that's far from the truth. And you could tell that they don't get a lot of black people that goes to that church because the fact that she thought that me and her looked like each other just because we was black, I was just like, first of all, you know, and you could tell that was making us uncomfortable that she kept saying that, you know, but nobody else is saying anything. Everyone else is kind of looking like, you know, because they white and the majority, everybody else was white, and I think maybe had a few people of the like the Latina descent, but that was it. Like everybody else was white, so it was like it was making us feel very uncomfortable. And you know, I don't know if you would call that racist, but I took that as like that made me feel very uncomfortable. And that's not the other time. Another time, you know, that same day when we went to go get something to eat, that they were having like a little potluck at their church as well after the youth group ended. Another person walked up to me thinking I was that girl too. And like me and Tiffany, we had to talk about it. We was just like, oh my God, the fact that she thought that me and her, like me and you was like the same, like we were like related or something. That's crazy. And she was like, yeah. She goes, honestly, she was like, they think anybody who, you know, is black is like related to her. I was like, I know. And I felt bad for her because I guess she was like the token black girl at their church. And I was just like, couldn't be me. And I probably went to that church maybe one other time, and that was it, because I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I really don't like going there because I just didn't like how she made me feel. Like that was like, clearly this girl has been going to this church for how many years, and she never told y'all that she had a sister. So why would you automatically say that, oh my God, like, oh, you guys are sisters? Oh, if you're not sisters, then you have to be cousins. Like, no, woman, just I could have said, oh, all of the little white kids in that group, they related to you because they white. But just because y'all the same skin color don't mean y'all related. And, you know, that still peeved me off because I was just like, girl, you tried it. You tried it 110%. You tried it. Because, and let me listen to everybody. Just because you the same race as somebody doesn't mean y'all related. If anything, that would mean you were related to everybody else in that group and you wasn't. So girl, bye. That's why your church dried up. Anyway, that's all I want to say. You know, because that just, you know, people got racism in a church. Like, what? That's why I don't go. Period. But anyway, you guys have a good day. And that's that on that. And with that, peace.